We will start with analysis of disproportionation reaction. What is meant by disproportionation reaction? बताओ कोई. What is a disproportionation reaction?
तो एक कंपाउंड फॉर्म होता है दो ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट से.
दो ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट से एक कंपाउंड बन रहा है तो एक ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट बन रहा है तो it is called as comproportionation. You will be having an element in one oxidation state present in a compound. It will be converting into two different oxidation states into different molecules. That is called as disproportionation. Okay. उसका उल्टा जो है it is comproportionation. The reverse reaction is called as comproportionation. Okay. Basically, there are two types of disproportionation reactions. What is disproportionation? In a disproportionation reaction, a species behaves in two complementary roles. Two complementary roles, matlab, suppose if I'm having an acid-base reaction, the roles can be either as an acid or it can be a base. If the same species is acting as acid as well as base, then it is called as acid-base disproportionation. Redox disproportionation में the same species acting as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent, then it is called as redox disproportionation. एक example देख लेते हैं. An acid-base reaction in which a substance acts as an acid as well as base. Suppose if I take the reaction of HNO3. I am taking reaction of HNO3. उसके ऊपर positive. This is the structure of HNO3. Agreed? Everyone, please see the structure of HNO3. I am reacting it with another molecule of HNO3. The products that are going to be formed are NO3 negative plus NO2 positive plus H2O. These are the products of the reaction. ये जो products कैसे बना है? Let us try to analyze that. If I remove H positive from this one of the molecule, if I am removing H positive from one of the molecule and I am giving that H positive to this particular molecule, there is a theory of Bronsted-Lowry. According to that theory, an acid is one which gives away H positive and a base is one which accepts H positive. आप लोग ऐसा कुछ सुना होगा, acid is one which gives H positive and base is one which gives OH minus. This theory is according to Arrhenius. There are different types of acid-base theories. According to Bronsted-Lowry theory, an acid is one which gives H positive and a base is one which accepts H positive. Suppose इस particular molecule के अंदर से मान लेते हैं I am removing H positive. If I am removing H positive, it will be acting as acid. इस particular acid में इस oxygen के ऊपर lone pair है. That lone pair is given to the H positive and it converts into, if it loses H positive, this converts into N double bond O, bond O minus, यहाँ पे bond O minus positive. What is the net charge on this? Negative. So इसलिए NO3 minus. This is nothing but NO3 minus. ये जो particular molecule है, इसका क्या होगा? The hydrogen, the H positive will be added on to this oxygen. As oxygen is giving away its lone pair, इसके ऊपर positive आएगा. You will be first having this molecule formation. Positive, double bond O, bond O minus. In the next step, ये जो H2O है, it will be going out along with both the electrons in the bond. बाहर चला जाएगा. एक bond में क्या होगा? You will be having two electrons ना. Both the electrons of the bond will be taken away by this H2O and इसके ऊपर जो positive charge है neutral हो जाएगा क्योंकि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को खुद का होगा, दूसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन इस वाला नाइट्रोजन का होगा. So this particular species, after going out, will be converting into neutral molecule. Hence, it is forming H2O. इस molecule में क्या होगा? If I am removing this particular double bond, sorry, if I am removing these two electrons, इस नाइट्रोजन के ऊपर और एक पॉजिटिव आएगा ओके, टू पॉजिटिव चार्जेस के अलावा क्या होता क्या है उसी प्रोसेस में, whenever this is leaving out, उसी प्रोसेस में ये जो नेगेटिव चार्ज है it will form the bond with this particular positive charge. Out of those two positive charges, nitrogen can form total of 4 bonds. 5 bonds तो नहीं बन सकता है, इसलिए यहाँ पे ऐसे दिखाया. Okay, so whenever it is having loss of one bond, एक नेगेटिव एक पॉजिटिव, इन दोनों के बीच में बॉन्ड बनेगा. So what will be the molecule representation? This will convert into H2O. H2O बना प्लस उन दोनों के बीच में बॉन्ड बना, मतलब ऑक्सीजन डबल बॉन्ड N डबल बॉन्ड O, इसके ऊपर पॉजिटिव. दिस इज NO2 पॉजिटिव. ओके, इस रिएक्शन में क्या हुआ? द सेम HNO3, the HNO3 molecule only is acting as acid because it is losing H positive. Another molecule of HNO3 is accepting that H positive, so it is acting as base. Okay, this is an acid base disproportionation. We are not interested in this particular chapter. We are interested in redox disproportionation. Redox disproportionation में क्या होगा? The same element will be acting as, or the same compound will be acting as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. An element in one oxidation state is simultaneously oxidized and reduced. That is, the same species acts as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. Tell me the oxidation state of iodine in this.
0.
Oxidation state of iodine. Fast.
0.
0. सर में तुम्हारा आवाज बहुत लो आ रहा है. In this case, it is 0. IO3 minus में what is the oxidation state of iodine?
+5.
+5. I minus में the oxidation state is
-1.
-1.
+1.
Increase in oxidation number is nothing but oxidation. So इस केस में उसका oxidation हो रहा है. A decrease in oxidation number is nothing but reduction. इस केस में उसका reduction हो रहा है. So the same species is undergoing oxidation as well as reduction, hence this is called as disproportionation reaction. How to analyze disproportionation reactions? इनमें हम करते क्या है? We need to split the half reactions. Half reactions split करते समय you can write that as left hand side में आपको अभी के लिए एक ही I2 दिख रहा है. Okay, this is not a balanced equation. You can split that as I2 converting into IO3 minus, and you can write that as I2 converting into I minus. This will become oxidation half as well as reduction half. जैसे हम balance करते हैं ना, वैसे ही continue करना है. The medium is given as alkaline medium. What we used to do, we will consider the medium as acidic medium. We will proceed. Last में, whenever you see H positive, you will be adding the equivalent amount of OH minus on both the sides, right? So यहाँ पे balancing, everyone help me out. On the left hand side, I need to add 3H2O. On the right hand side, I will need to add 6H positive. Agreed?
तो
What is-
पहले I को बैलेंस करना.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. पहला iodine है ना, iodine तो balance नहीं है ना. Thank you. First, you need to balance the iodine. So this I2 gives rise to 2IO3 minus होगा. If it is 2IO3 minus, I need to add 6H2O, right?
Yes, sir.
6H2O, and इस साइड में आपको 12H positive ऐड करना पड़ेगा. What is the net charge on the right hand side?
+10.
It is +10. So what I need to do? 6H2O plus I2 gives rise to 2IO3 minus plus 12H positive plus 10 electrons.
हाँ सर.
But the medium is given as basic medium. So 12OH minus right hand side पे 12OH minus left hand side पे. Okay. Tell me the net reaction, please. 12 H positive plus 12 OH minus. These two will combine to give me 12 H2O. यहाँ पे 6 H2O है, cancel करके I can write 6 H2O here. So net reaction, the final reaction will become I2. Okay, fine. मुझे दो half reactions को add करना पड़ेगा. This is one of the net half reaction. This is I2 plus 12 OH minus gives rise to 2 IO3 minus plus 6 H2O plus 10 electrons. Okay. As it is losing electrons, this is an oxidation half. Okay, in this case, this I2 is acting as which reagent? Reducing agent. Okay. Okay. इसी केस में okay, बाद में पूछता हूँ questions. This is reduction half.
I2 plus 2 electron gives 2I minus.
बिल्कुल सही है. सबसे पहले आपको इसको बैलेंस करने के लिए I need to write this as I2 gives rise to 2I minus. बट आपको इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बैलेंस करने के लिए यहाँ पे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऐड करना पड़ेगा. Gives rise to 2I minus. I need to multiply the entire equation by
5.
So the equation becomes 5I2 plus 10 electrons gives rise to 10I minus. So can you tell me the overall reaction now? It will be I2 plus 5I2. It will be 6I2 plus 12 OH minus gives rise to 2 AO3 minus plus 6 H2O plus 10 I minus. Agreed?
Yes.
Nahi hai? This is the balanced equation. So this is the answer. Okay, this is the balanced equation. And in this case, the iodine is acting as oxidizing agent. So इस केस में आप लोग you can define two types of Z factors. Everyone, you can define two types of Z factors. One Z factor is the Z factor of I2 as an oxidizing agent and the Z factor of I2 as a reducing agent. Okay. You can also define something called overall Z factor. Please tell me what is the Z factor as a reducing agent, the Z factor as an oxidizing agent, and tell me the overall Z factor. Or what do I mean by overall Z factor?
Average.
Average Z factor.
Average Z factor. ऐसा क्यों? What is meant by average Z factor?
मतलब उन दोनों के मिडिल वैल्यू.
दोनों के मिडिल वैल्यू. ऐसा क्यों लो? What is the purpose of this? Why to define average Z factor? If I take average Z factor, what will I get? Everyone, please put your video on. These are interesting questions. आपको ये सोचना है. I'm asking. Two things are obvious. Those two things are Z factor as a reducing agent, Z factor as an oxidizing agent. Please tell me first, what is Z factor as a reducing agent? Fast.
10.
10. यहाँ पे 10 electrons exchange हो रहे हैं per molecule. So Z factor as a reducing agent will be 10. Okay, good. What is the Z factor as an oxidizing agent?
2.
2. Number of electrons per molecule is 2. So average Z factor मतलब आप लोग 10 plus 2 divided by 2 किया तो you will be getting 6. I should not use the word average Z factor. उसके वजह से आप लोग average कर रहे हैं 10 plus 2 upon 2. What is the overall Z factor? If I ask you the term overall Z factor of the reaction or overall Z factor of I2, they are not asking the Z factor of I2 as an oxidizing agent or as a reducing agent. In this particular reaction, I'm asking overall Z factor. What is meant by overall Z factor? What do you understand by the term
Total
overall Z
number
factor?
of electrons
Total number of electrons
released.
released. नेट में 0 हो गया ना? I2 10 electrons lose कर रहे हैं, वही I2 10 electrons gain कर रहे हैं, so नेट में 0 हो गया.
Total number of electrons exchanged.
Total number of electrons exchanged. Okay, what are the total number of electrons exchanged?
10.
Okay, 10. So 10 is the overall Z factor. अभी overall Z factor का मतलब क्या है? Just forget these two reactions. ये दोनों reactions को हटा दो. Just see this reaction. For this particular reaction, if I ask what is the Z factor of I2? For this particular reaction, this is some redox reaction. I2 is converting into so and so. I'm asking what is the Z factor of this I2? It is nothing but the number of electrons exchanged per molecule of I2. Agreed? इस particular reaction के लिए Z factor of I2 मतलब the number of electrons exchanged per molecule यहाँ पे 10. इस particular reaction के लिए reduction half में if I ask what is the overall what is the Z factor as reducing as an oxidizing agent, you will be seeing this reaction per molecule देखोगे. Overall reaction ये है ना. So इस reaction में if I ask what is the Z factor, that is nothing but the overall Z factor of I2. Agreed? Because this is an overall reaction. In the overall reaction, what are the total electrons exchanged?
10.
आप इन दोनों को ऐड करके कितना किया? 10 electrons exchanged ना? So you need to see the number of electrons exchanged per molecule. 10 electrons for 6 iodine. So एक iodine के लिए कितना रहेगा?
10 by 6.
10 by 6. So 10 by 6 will be the overall Z factor. Okay. With that, I can get the equivalent weight of I2. Okay. I can get the equivalent weight of I2 as a reducing agent. I can get the equivalent weight of I2 as an oxidizing agent. I can also get the overall equivalent weight. मतलब इस reaction में कितना equivalent amount of I2 react हो रहा है? What can be the relation between equivalent weight of oxidizing agent, equivalent weight of reducing agent, and overall equivalent weight? Try to understand this. The overall equivalent weight, the same equation I can write it as I2 plus 5I2 individual half reactions में gives rise to OH minus plus 12OH minus gives rise to 2IO3 minus plus 6H2O plus 10I minus ना. इसका एक इक्विवेलेंट से रिएक्ट करके ऐसा 1 इक्विवेलेंट बनेगा. ओके, सो इसका एक इक्विवेलेंट वेट से रिएक्ट करेगा. That is nothing but इसका equivalent weight plus इसका equivalent weight. This is the overall reaction must be equal to the equivalent weight of this. मानते हो? Agreed? So overall equivalent weight is nothing but equivalent weight as a reducing agent plus equivalent weight of an oxidizing agent. This should be valid. Agreed? इसके बारे में आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. अभी के लिए इतना समझ में आया ना? You need to balance this reaction by considering I2 into IO3 minus and I2 into I minus. Those will become two
तो
halves.
मतलब 1/Z1 plus 1/Z2 is 1/Z overall Z
Exactly.
factor.
Exactly. वही है, वही उसी के बारे में बताने वाला हूँ। वो यहाँ पे प्लेस नहीं है ना, उसके लिए अलग से मैंने मार्क किया है। वी विल ट्राई टू मार्क दिस हियर। ओके, अभी के लिए आप लोग इतना तो समझ में आया ना, what is meant by oxidation half, reduction half in this reaction, how to identify the oxidizing agent and reducing agent Z factors, okay, and how to identify the overall Z factor. The overall Z factor can be identified by overall reaction. Okay, we will get the relation in order to get the overall Z factor. Is this clear? Okay, do this. Balance the reactions.
अल्कलाइन है तो स्टार्टिंग में ही OH माइनस डाल सकते हैं ना अपोजिट साइड पे।
स्टार्ट में ये OH माइनस डाल सकते हो. If you are not having any confusion, you can directly do it by OH minus only. To avoid confusion, मैं usually acidic medium जैसे मान के करके last में वो करता हूँ. Your wish, it's completely fine. If you don't have any confusion, you can directly start with OH minus only.
सर हो गया.
ये ऐसा ही कुछ आया आपको भी?
हाँ सर.
यहाँ पे 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन से यहाँ पे आपको 12 इलेक्ट्रॉन से इंटू 3 करना पड़ेगा इसको. सो व्हाट विल बी द ओवरऑल इक्वेशन? 4p4 हो जाएगा प्लस 12H2O plus 24OH minus gives rise to 4pH3 plus
सर
या
सर वो 8H प्लस कैसे ऐड हुआ?
यहाँ पे कहाँ पे ये वाला पे
सर
यहाँ पे 4 into 2 8 ऑक्सीजन की डेफिसिट है ना लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे 8H2 ऐड किया 8 2 16 है ना बट यहाँ पे 4 2 80 है ऑलरेडी 8 है इसमें सो इसलिए और 8
हाँ
H
सर समझा.
ओके राइट एनी डाउट this is the overall balanced equation once cross check 24OH minus नहीं यहाँ पे 12OH minus ये सॉरी यहाँ पे फिर से राइट हैंड साइड में भी 12OH minus है 12OH minus कैंसिल होगा ना राइट यहाँ पे आपको 12OH minus कैंसिल होके आपको 12OH minus बचेगा I hope this is balanced yeah any doubt anyone इसमें पहले वाले में
नो सर.
No, sir.
okay said converting into S2O3 2 minus S8 converting into S2 minus यहाँ पे हमको 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा 4 3 12 so 12H2O plus S8 gives rise to 4S2O3 2 minus plus इस साइड 24H पॉजिटिव ऐड करना पड़ेगा 24H पॉजिटिव minus 2 नेट में इलेक्ट्रॉन्स 22 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के डेफिसिट है ना
16 electrons.
अच्छा सॉरी 4 2 8 16 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के डेफिसिट है so I need to add 16 electrons on this side and in the process I can also add plus 24 OH minus, इस side भी plus 24 OH minus, so यहीं पे cancel कर लेते हैं 24 H positive, 24 OH minus, 12 H2O cancel, okay. You will be left with 12 H2O. So the equation becomes S8 plus 24 OH minus gives rise to 4 H2O3 2 minus plus 12 H2O plus 16 electrons. Agreed? यहाँ पे आप लोग डायरेक्टली हो जाएगा. This has to be 8 H2 minus. So this has to be S8 plus 16 electrons gives rise to 8 H2 minus. यहाँ पे electrons पहले ही balance हो गया. S8 plus 16 electrons gives rise to 8S2 minus. If I add them, 2S8 plus 24 OH minus gives rise to 4S2O3 2 minus plus 12H2O plus 8S2 minus. Agreed? Z factors भी mark कर ही लेते हैं. What is the Z factor? As an यहाँ पे it is acting as reducing agent. उसका oxidation हो रहा है. यहाँ पे it is acting as oxidizing agent. Okay. So as a reducing agent, its Z factor is 16. यहाँ पे भी इसका Z factor
16.
16. Overall Z factor भी 16 ही होगा. नहीं, overall Z factor कितना आ रहा है? 8 आ रहा है ना? 8 है. So 2 जो है 16 electrons से net total exchange. So for one molecule it will be 8. Okay. Okay. Last question ये भी कर लेना.
तो ClO है ना?
ClO minus. Yeah, ClO minus. ये जो chlorine water है, इसलिए if you have alkaline solution of chlorine water, it also has bleaching action because it produces ClO minus and Cl minus. CaOCl2 bleaching powder में भी आपको यही रहता है ना? CaOCl2 में you have Cl minus, ClO minus and Ca2 positive ions. इसलिए Cl2 water it also has bleaching action if the solution is slightly alkaline. So you can remember this reaction. This is an important inorganic reaction. The bleaching action of Cl2. It is due to the formation of ClO minus and Cl minus.
हो गया सर.
हो गया. ये तो आसान है. Cl2
हाँ, सर.
converting into ClO minus. तो और आसान है. Cl2 converting into Cl minus 2. So it will be Cl2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to 2 Cl minus. यहाँ पे आपको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. इस साइड 2H2O plus Cl2 gives rise to 2 ClO minus plus 4H positive. So net में इस साइड 2 electrons ऐड करना पड़ेगा. plus 4OH minus plus 4OH minus. What you can do is you can cancel out 2H2O. We'll be left with 2H2O. Agreed? So it is Cl2 plus 4OH minus gives rise to 2ClO minus plus 2H2O plus 2 electrons. No need to multiply anything. You can directly write this as 2Cl2 plus 4OH minus gives rise to 2ClO minus plus 2Cl minus plus 2H2O. So if the solution is basic, Cl2 will disproportionate to give you ClO minus and Cl minus, which has bleaching action. Okay? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. अभी हमको ये already हमने कर लिया है the equivalent weight calculation of a disproportionation reaction. I2 giving you IO3 minus and I minus alkaline medium. We need to calculate the equivalent weight of I2 as an oxidizing agent, as a reducing agent, and composite equivalent weight. Okay? So already कर लिया है हमने, but एक बार थोड़ा चीजें इसमें analyze करते हैं everyone. I am separately mentioning oxidation half and reduction half. Oxidation मतलब an increase in oxidation state, so it has to be IO3 minus. Agreed? थोड़ा जल्दी balance कर लेते हैं everyone. I need to multiply this by 2. I need to add 6H2O here. H positive. So it is I2 plus 6H2O gives rise to 2IO3 minus plus 12H positive plus 10 electrons. इस साइड 12OH minus ऐड कर लेते हैं. We'll be left with 6H2O and आपको इस साइड भी OH minus ऐड करना पड़ेगा. So what is the oxidation half? I2 plus 12OH minus gives rise to 2IO3 minus plus 6H2O plus 10 electrons. Okay. So I can write Z factor of I2 as reducing agent equals to, this is reducing agent na, will be equal to how much?
10.
It is equal to 10. Okay. इसलिए लिख रहा हूँ, बाद में आप लोग को नोट्स रिवाइज करते समय यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस इवन आफ्टर 2 years. इसलिए पूरा लिख रहा हूँ. आपको समझ में आ गया है ये मानता हूँ. I2 converting into I minus. I2 converting into I minus. 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करके overall equation will be I2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to 2I minus. So Z factor of I2 as oxidizing agent equals to how much? It is 2. Okay. Okay, good. एक बार ये भी कर लेते हैं ओवरऑल रिएक्शन. For overall reaction, I need to multiply this by 5. Tell me the overall reaction, please. Six I2 plus 12 OH minus gives rise to 2 IO3 minus plus
10 I minus.
10 I minus plus 6H2O. In the overall reaction, what are the number of electrons exchanged? 10 electrons are exchanged. Okay, so इसका Z overall. So the analysis is in the overall reaction you are having 10 electrons. 6I2 के लिए there is 10 electrons exchanged. 1I2 के लिए कितने electrons exchange होगा? Which is 1/6 into 10, which is nothing but Z overall. Agreed? Okay.
हाँ sir.
And यहाँ पे मैं ऐसा लिख सकता हूँ equivalent weight of or equivalent weight overall must be equal to equivalent weight as an reducing agent plus equivalent weight as an oxidizing agent. Is this clear, everyone? I can write this as 5I2 plus I2. That 5I2 will become some reducing agent or oxidizing agent. I2 will become reducing agent or oxidizing agent. One equivalent से react करेगा. उन दोनों को add किया तो this has to be overall एक equivalent, right? Agreed? So what is equivalent weight? Equivalent weight is nothing but molecular weight upon Z factor. यहाँ पे भी molecular weight upon Z factor. यहाँ पे भी Z factor as a reducing agent. यहाँ पे molecular weight upon Z factor as a reducing agent. Molecular weight upon Z factor as oxidizing agent. Sub I2 ही है ना? If everything is I2, the molecular weights are same. So molecular weight cancel हो जाएगा. So what can I say about the overall relation? 1 upon Z overall will be always equal to 1 upon Z factor as a reducing agent plus 1 upon Z factor as an oxidizing agent. Agreed?
Yes sir.
I hope this is clear. Any doubt, anyone? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes sir.
एक मिनट. I hope this is clear to everyone. Overall equivalent weight का मतलब क्या है ये सब? Okay? Can you tell me इसी equation में can you tell me what is the equivalent amount of IO3 produced and I minus produced? If I am reacting one equivalent of this I2, what is the equivalent amount of IO3 minus produced and I minus produced?
One equivalent.
Equivalent amount सही है. I am asking about weight में. One equivalent weight सही है. How to get the equivalent weight? इनके लिए Z फैक्टर क्या हो जाएगा? अगर क्वेश्चन में अलग से पूछा है AO3 माइनस कितना बना है, इसके लिए Z फैक्टर क्या हो जाएगा?
-5
होगा, बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक्सचेंज इन द रिएक्शन इज 10 है। सो इसके लिए भी वही 10 यूज करेंगे, इसके लिए भी वही 10 यूज करेंगे। सो इसके लिए Z फैक्टर क्या होगा? 1. So if they are asking what is the equivalent amount of IO3 minus produced, it is molecular weight upon 5 इसका ionic weight upon 1. Okay, आया समझ में?
हाँ सर।
I hope this is clear.
Yes, sir.
If you have a कम proportionation reaction, मतलब इसका उल्टा रिएक्शन लिखा, तब क्या होगा? I will be calculating equivalent weight of IO3 minus separately. I will be calculating equivalent weight of I minus separately, and I can also calculate the equivalent weight of I2. ओवरऑल रिएक्शन में आप लोग कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक्सचेंज हुआ है देखो। सो इसका कोएफिशिएंट देखो, इसमें वही रहेगा ना, इसका कोएफिशिएंट विल बी 6I2। सो ओवरऑल रिएक्शन में 10 होगा। सो इसके लिए भी सेम ही आएगा। इफ यू ऑब्जर्व, इवन फॉर दिस आई गेट द सेम इक्वेशन। सो कम प्रोपोर्शनेशन के लिए भी उल्टा हुआ, तभी भी यही लिखने वाला हूँ, 1 by z factor of this, 1 by z factor of this must be equal to 1 by z factor of that. Agreed?
यस सर।
इसका एक इक्विवेलेंट, इसका एक इक्विवेलेंट रिएक्ट हो गया, इसका एक इक्विवेलेंट बन रहा है। hope I hope this is clear, everyone. Okay. Okay. Solve these questions. Find the equivalent weight of FeSO4 in the following reaction. Answer. Please put your video on and tell me the answer. Equivalent weight of FeSO4 in the following reaction. What will be the Z?
मॉलिक्यूलर वेट हो
इसका molecular weight ही होगा. What is the Z factor of FeSO4 in this reaction? Nothing but 1. Because you are having only one electron exchange. So what will be its equivalent weight? Will be equal to
152।
molecular weight upon 1. 152 आता है क्या?
हाँ सर
152. What are the units? Gram per equivalent. Okay. Okay. Solve this question. SO2 is oxidized to SO4 2 minus in acidic medium. Calculate the equivalent weight of SO2.
Sir, 32.
32. Okay. करना क्या है? You need to write the products. SO2 gives rise to SO4 2 minus in acidic medium they are saying. So I need to add 2H2O on this. यहाँ पे आपको 4H positive add करना पड़ेगा. The net charge is on the left 0. Right hand side में भी 0 होने के लिए I need to add 2 electrons. So the number of electrons exchanged per molecule कितना है? 2. So Z factor of SO2 is equals to 2. So the equivalent weight of SO2 becomes molecular weight upon 2, 64 upon 2 equals to 32. Good. Solve these two questions. Calculate equivalent weight of FeC2O4 if it is oxidized to Fe3 positive and CO2. what you can do is you can take FeC2O4 as Fe2 positive along with C2O4 2 minus. So अलग से दो reactions लिख सकते हो आप लोग. Fe plus 2 converting into Fe plus 3 plus electron लिख सकते हो C2O4 2 minus converting into CO2 2 CO2 करके 2 electrons. What are the total electrons lost?
2.
2 या 3? Total electrons lost FeC2O4 में.
3.
यहाँ पे आपको एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है, यहाँ पे आपको 2 electrons है. So Z factor will be equal to 3 for FeC2O4. So what will be its equivalent weight? Molecular weight upon 3. Get the molecular weight and tell me the answer.
128 by 3.
128 by 3.
नहीं 144 by 3.
144 by 348.
एक आंसर बताओ. Fe is 56.
Sir, 144.
56.
हाँ सर 140.
64 plus 12. 144. 144 upon 3. वो exact
48.
useful है ना?
48.
48. Okay. Last question. Calculate equivalent weight of Cu2s if it is oxidized to Cu2 positive and SO2. Cu2s converting into Cu2 positive plus SO2. यहाँ पे आप 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे आपको 2H2O ऐड करना पड़ेगा. And on this direction you will get 4H positive. Agreed? Total electrons कितना है? +4 +4 +8 हो गया. +8 electrons. बाकी सब बैलेंस लेना. Okay. So Z factor of Cu2s कितना है आपको? 8. So equivalent weight will be molecular weight upon 8. Agreed?
हाँ सर.
Okay. Copper is 63. Cu2s का कितना हो जाएगा फिर? 63 into 63 plus 63 126. 126 plus 32
158.
158.
158 upon 8 हो गया. Okay. ग्राम पर इक्विवेलेंट. Is this clear? समझ में आया ना? So ऐसे छोटे छोटे questions, everything is based on balancing only. If you observe, you need to balance, you need to get the number of electrons. Once you get the number of electrons, you can get the Z factor. Once you get the Z factor, everything is easy. Okay. So यहाँ तक ही कर रहा हूँ मैं. We will continue in the next lecture.